trades. We're just going to be starting up real quick. Obviously, we're going to be trading futures. I hope everyone has a nice morning right now. Let's get Friday started. And yeah, let's see what we can find today. Because, past couple of weeks, we have been struggling for a little bit, finding a proper move. Nothing really matching my setup. We kind of forced a trade here and there by accident, and they didn't work out. So, again, got to stick to that plan, right? Good morning, Mandich. Right now we have like a couple minutes before market open, pretty much overnight. Let's take a little recap, right? Consolidated here, just became a little bit range bound after this little dip that we had. And ever since then, bounced off of our key level. And then once we broke through it, found some support, we finally started pushing up early this morning around 6 a.m. Again, as we get closer and closer to elections, the market will be a bit weird. So it's definitely good to understand like what's happening. And it's definitely okay to be out of the market right now. Or if you just want to sit on the sidelines and just watch, that way you have a learning experience. That's perfect as well. Like that's why we've seen like this week, last week, not too many trades have been taken, right? There's been like a few days where I literally didn't take a single trade just because there was no proper move. Morning, Enzo. You find any good moves in the pre-market session, Enzo? We are making a nice little upward channel right here, right? Ever since we broke out of that consolidation and that range bound situation, we slowly started to, make new highs and make new highs, higher lows. This is a nice little trending market. Nothing crazy, right? Only moved like 10, 12 points, but like still, I like the fact that it's nice and steady. Good morning, Chris. Yeah, man, that's a classic thing with the market, right? It will take us out and then it'll start pumping, right? And like in the morning session, like overnight session, essentially, it's like sometimes it gets a bit more choppy, and that's what we had, right? We had this little range bound situation. I know you get up at like 5, so if you got in at 5, I mean, you could have caught something over here, but definitely over here it was a bit harder. But yeah, Enzo, since you did ask about the whole Top Step thing, I did sign up for their affiliate program, and then I have the link for them right below. I think you just have to refresh your page because I just added it because I just added it right after I saw your name again because I forgot to add it. But yeah, if you refresh your page, you'll see that they offer a 20% discount off the Top Step Combine for your first month. So I know you wanted to try that out. So at least, you know, that extra 20% you can save. But yeah, like I was saying before, like as we approach elections, the market might be a bit all over the place. So definitely something to be careful about. I am literally only trying to get in on moves that I can confirm, right? That's obviously the goal every single time. But then sometimes we do get ahead of ourselves and we could get our emotions to take over sometimes. That's always a never-ending battle. And one thing is today is Friday. We have seen markets be all over the place on Fridays, so let's see what happens today. Definitely do hit that like button, guys. That definitely helps me out a lot. 87 is a war zone. Yeah, I mean, somewhat. That's where we kind of bounced off before as well, so we will be hitting that resistance. But according to our pivots, our resistance, our next resistance is all the way up here. So we might have the potential to make a nice move. Yeah, ES is pushing and broke through that. Just, you know, testing it, right? Trying to break through that previous pivot high, the big ones. So let's see how it goes. But I like seeing the fact that we are holding above our key level right here and making those nice little moves, making those higher highs every single time. But again, let's see how the morning range reacts, right? That first 15 minutes is pretty ideal for us to understand the market direction as well. I mean, the opening candles are sideways, so we'll see how it reacts. It could go either way at this point. Volume's looking okay on the dome. I like seeing like the order count. Probably gonna try to create that new high volume node of the day around like 89. So let's see how it plays out. Has been bouncing around there for a little bit. Okay, we got some buying support on the dome. 1,500 orders right there. That is nice. That is a lot of support. I kind of want to run this 10-point play right here. Do one contract real quick and then let's see. All those orders just disappeared though. That's interesting. They wanted to get in, they wanted to push higher, but hmm. I'll let this candle finish before I do anything, just to be on the safe side. Definitely do think that this guy can have the ability to pump today and continue this nice little uptrend. I'm gonna put a little buy stop at 92. And then we'll try to go for 34.99 just because I know that 3,500 is always a stupid level. I'm gonna place it right below this pivot. Let's see. Two reasons why I placed my order there. One, because of the volumes. Yeah, if you look at the volume nodes right here, I know it might be a little bit hard to see because it is very light and gray. I can't change that, unfortunately, but once we break above those high volume nodes, that's one barrier. Two, we also see, that little quick trend on that 500 tick chart. 3492 is above where we need to go to be green and pushing up. You can change it. Please let me know how, because I know that that would be pretty great. Chart settings. It's just a histogram. You have the wave. Please do let me know how to get to it. Like if you know what settings, or do I have to add something? If I can make this nice and bright, I think that would be useful for a lot of you guys watching as well. Nice buying support coming in. I like this. Do you know exactly what I need to do to change it? Okay. Yeah, let me know whenever you can. I know that would make life a lot easier for a lot of people. I know that's very faint and hard to see. Oh, you did it by adding the volume profile. Okay. So here, volume profile, and then I guess just you did it that way, right? Double clicked. I guess the underlay is what we don't need. Zooming. I don't need any point of control line. I don't need that. Yeah, I'm assuming it's the underlay. And the profile color is, make it white, maybe. Background color, none. Let's see what that does. I guess I need to extend this for the whole night. Let me just make sure this is extended properly. I can just shut this history. That is a lot neater. Thank you for that, Enzo. Nice buyers piling up here. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for too, but I still think it's going to be long bias for the moment. Because even when I was like looking at the dome and just staring it down, right? I've seen that a lot more buyers randomly were stepping in with big orders, but that wasn't happening on the selling side. And that only happens when the buyers really are trying to push up. The day candle is green. Okay, that's a good thing. I mean, yeah, the overnight kind of did pump up. Not too much, but still. That's why I'm not too keen on shorting just at the moment. Because this could just be like that morning, like, hey, take everybody out after that overnight little pump and then continue that move, right? The time and time repeat. I mean, Enzo, it just takes some time, man. Like, trust me, man. Like, I messed up so much in the past, and you see me sometimes. I still mess up sometimes. Like, you can't be perfect, but what you can do is just try to get better every single day. And I think that makes the biggest progress. Just try to improve yourself 1% every single day, and see how it can change your life, right? Really liking this. Yeah, I still think that we can push pretty high today. At least till that like 3500 level, right? That's a key psych level. We've seen that being tested so many times. So let's see how it plays out. What's up, Chuck? Let's see. Can we get that nice pump that we're looking for? You slept in a little bit today? That's okay, man. I don't blame you. This morning was hell to wake up for me. I had so much trouble sleeping last night, just couldn't get comfortable. I was like up till like 2 a.m. and then woke up at like 6:30. Yeah, adjusting that sleep schedule is always the hardest part. But like, actually, no, I'm not even saying it because like even when I adjust it, it always gets broken one day and then it messes everything up. So I can never say that. I'm like the worst person with that. Good morning, Sergio. How are you, man? Yikes, you came in at 3 a.m. and woke up at 11? That is not a schedule that I like. Sellers stepping in at 34.94 and 34.95. We should be able to break them today. It's just trying to make newer highs, right? That's the issue for the day. That's why sellers are piling up. They're trying to hold, but I think buyers have been pretty strong for a little while now, and think we can get that big push that we're waiting for. I'm getting that little push again. We're on a roll. Let's see. I have it 1 point below that key psych level of 3,500. I'm not trying to play with that 3,500 again. That's why I put it like 1 point below. Rather just be able to get filled and, be in the trade for a long time. Yeah, I was trying to back test corn yesterday. It's pretty interesting. It is a lot slower moving, so it is nice to get in on. So, but I definitely do need to do some more research on how corn works and what affects corn and like all the grains as well. Just because, yeah, as a trader, a proper trader, you need to make sure you do your research, due diligence, no matter who tells you what, right? Because there's a lot of people on YouTube or anywhere that just say stuff, but then you need to validate it for yourself. That's why I say, even if I say something, just do your own due diligence, right? I can't be right every single time or anything like that. I never say that. Because I don't know anything about grains, to be honest. Like, I know I'll eat them, but I know they go in my food. But other than that, not much. Oh, that's interesting. And lows are near November historically. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely something to keep note of. Definitely a lot more research required. Like what news events affected, like what happens, like why, like, with grains and everything, I feel like it's more going to be seasonal. There's going to be seasons where price will be shooting up. There's seasons where price is going to be shooting down. So maybe it's a nice thing for a long hedge, maybe like something I'll have to definitely look into. And if you guys want, we can all just start a Google Doc and like do some research together and put all our findings in one place and help each other out. That's something I'm always down for. That way we can run through a lot more resources a lot faster and get the right information, right? Yeah, if you're down for it, I'll set it up and then I'll send you a message on Discord, and whoever else wants to join, just let me know. And yeah, I think the biggest benefit of like doing YouTube and everything and like meeting other people is like you can make these little groups and help each other out. And that's the biggest thing, right? More knowledge is the key to success. Yeah, I want to be able to say I trade corn for a living. Yeah, that would be something fun to say. Like, it's like, what do you do for a living? Yeah, I trade corn. You know what would be funny if I don't know if you guys have watched some like the TikTok stuff that or the viral stuff that happens. Like, there's one guy that walks around. He's like, ask people like with nice cars, like what they do for a living. It'd be very nice to be in one of those moments, right? It's like you pull up in a nice car and that guy pops out and he's like, "What do you do for a living?" I trade corn. Yeah, 34.99, right where I placed my exit, is where a lot of sellers are stepping in and piling up. Just to avoid them, I'm gonna move my order just one tick below, just because I don't want to be stuck with them and not being able to get filled. So let's see if we can just get that push. That's the thing. That's the one reason I like the dome is it tells me where the orders are, and if I'm at the same place where a lot of people are piling up and there's a high chance that maybe I won't get filled, then that's when I move my, you know, my exit or my entry like adjusted by a tick. They call grain sprinters. Apparently, they don't trend stop reverse, trend stop reverse. But I'm sure it's still not easy to trade like anything else. I mean, yeah, everything's gonna be have its own challenges and everything, but if you're saying that it's gonna be trendy a lot, that is a market I will be comfortable with. I love trendy markets. That I'll be able to identify like those pullbacks. Let me pull up corn real quick. It does have some nice moves. If you can't trade, trade corn. Oh yeah, definitely, man. There's always a market that's moving, so if we're able to be prepared for all of that, that'd be perfect. But when you're one person, it's hard to like watch everything. That's why I mainly focus on ES. And I think down the line, what I do want to do is expand the group and make it like so that, you know, we have certain people concentrating on one thing and certain people concentrating on other thing. They would just notify us when something's actually moving. So that way, hey, they work on the same strategy that we do. We understand it. We can get those alerts from each other, get in, make some good profits. Yeah, it is a bit stalling, but I'm hoping. I think we should. I think it's just like a little bit of pullback, nothing crazy, right? It's just because we're entering new highs for the day. And corn on the 15-minute charts, I like it, dude. Like it's pretty nice. 15 minutes is kind of nice. Let's see. Holding above our short-term trend right here, which I like to see. Let's see if we can just get a little bit of a push. I think as long as we hold above that 93, we should be good. I do, but it's just the fact that price has just been jumping back and forth. I'm just waiting to see on the regular chart, right? Sorry, the 500 tick chart to confirm. Because it does need some breathing room. It's just the fact that I wanted to let it do its thing. But if it does start pulling back like this, then that's when I will immediately be pushing it to break even. But if anything, we can just move it right below those high volume nodes. Just in case. But I do not like how it is getting weaker. Let's see. I really just wanted to hold above that 93. And I think we should be able to just push back up. Now the buyers are stepping in. Okay. Now I feel more comfortable moving that closer to break even. You have 5 red candles on the 3-minute. See, now it's pushing up. Now it's a good time to put it to break even. But before, it's like, it could still wick, right? That's my main issue. Because this wasn't an algo alert or anything like that. This was purely based on like breaking out of volume, breaking out of the price, trying to make newer highs. Let's see if we can get that push. Yep, those orders are still there at 34.99. I guess everyone had the same strategy as me where avoid that 3500 level. Let's go, let's go. Don't create a double top. Don't you dare create a double top. Nah, I didn't trade any after hours yesterday. I'll move it to one tick above, just because now it's like trying to test me. Okay, that's order filled. That's 337. Recovered our loss from yesterday from that stupid move. Any overnight algo alerts? We did get some, but again, it was choppy. Here, let me just show you guys. So this is how the algo looked overnight, right? We entered after this little bit of a sell-off, right? Towards the end of the day, kind of just started being range bound. When it's range bound, that's when, you know, your alerts won't be the best. That's why you have to be careful. Again, you can't win every single time of the time with the algo. I've said that. I'm very straight up with everything. Not 100% win rate. There's a reason why it says like 80, 85% because there's times like this. I'm still trying to work on everything to see if there's a way to avoid the chop, but that's honestly super hard. Like trying to avoid the chop, like there's no certain way to like identify it perfectly. But then towards the end, you know, once we started getting that morning and that pre-market, that's when we got a nice alert. You know, we got an alert at 34.77 to 34.87 with a nice move of like 9 points, right? 9.25 points. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, there's not a certain indicator that identifies those chops, right? That's the main issue. When I was trying to add different things and test other things out, that chop is the only thing that's stopping me. Like, that's why I like trendy markets, because when it's markets trendy, we get nice alerts like this, and then when we get that pullback, we'll get another nice alert, and it keeps you on the right side and perfect moves. It's like sometimes it's just a matter of waiting. That's why I prefer trading after 8 a.m. just because markets are more trendy after 8. Well, at least they have been for a long time in the past. Now, obviously, with volatility, everything going on, like it's a different story, but make a nice pump now. Okay. And they really broke through that 3,500 without any hesitation. I guess they don't care about that psych level no more. But I'm happy with the trade that we got in on. Let's see if we can find one more. Obviously, like, I'm not trying to trade more than like 3 trades a day anymore. It's like not worth it. So let's see if we can get maybe a nice pullback would be nice. 12,000 NQ2, okay. Ah, I see. Now it just dropped down in the 1 minute, and that's a right where we had that little, dip right here, right? And it was price was kind of starting to worry us a little bit. That was something we didn't have to worry about for one reason. I'll show you guys right now. One, don't worry about the algola in the 1 minute. That's not what I wanted to talk about. What I was going to talk about is the pattern that we have here, right? So let me see if I can draw it out. Classic bull flag. Yep. This is a perfect example of a nice bull flag. Normally bull flags would just dip a little bit more, but again, this is very normal as well. Yeah, man, the bull flag is a great setup in my opinion. Like I love it. It's one of the setups that actually is like very accurate. As long as you learn how to draw it out properly and know what you're looking for. Obviously, it's going to look perfect when you're drawing it out after the move. That's obvious with anything, right? But like when you're in the market and you're trying to figure it out, that is something you have to pay attention to. Is like, hey, it's like price buffering around a little bit. Okay, like what's happening? Oh, we just saw a nice pump. Okay, that's good. So once I see like a couple of dojis or some small red candles not breaking below our prices, right? That's what's important. So if I was in the 1 minute, I would be like, okay, last 3 minutes, did it break through the price? No, okay, good. That means I would give it, for me, when I draw a bull flag, I'd look for the last 3 candles to confirm like, hey, it's trending down, but did it break below that? Because if it's starting to break below each candle, that means, hey, it's like the trend is shifting. Yep, do you want to see big volume? And that's where we got the delta too, right? When we look at the 5 minute charts, that's where buyers were stepping in and they made that push. So this was a nice move because I know some people do trade the bull flags and only the bull flags, and this would work out for them. And bull flags normally happen right at the morning as well, a good amount of times. Yeah, but this is like a picture perfect setup kind of. It's like even if this came down to here and price was like down to here, I would still count that as a bull flag just because we're still holding above that 34.9225, the low of this candle right here. So it's still in good condition. So once it breaks out, this would be your confirmation candle, and you check the volume, and then you'd get in. Yeah, maybe I should have just held it. It might just go right to our level. Again, guys, if you guys could hit that little like button and subscribe if you're new, that'd be awesome. Help me grow this channel. I'll be creating content every day, right? And again, for people that join later on, for the people that have been asking for that Top Step Combine affiliate link, I did sign up for them and I put the link down below. You do get 20% discount off when you sign up. But now that's out of the way, let's get back to just looking at the charts, trading. Let's see. Anyone have anything exciting going on for this weekend? I know my weekend might just be at home because it's gonna be raining this whole weekend. It's raining right now. It's gloomy. It's depressing out, man. If I knew how to do that, I would. Chuck, I need to figure that out. I'll look into it, how to have like, you know, the subscribe button and the like button come in on the live stream. Yeah, I'm sure there's a YouTube vid on it. I have to look it up. Got to finish the patio I'm building. Okay. Yeah, I built a bench out for my patio. Dude, that thing was hell. I watched like a DIY video on it, and I was like, okay, let's see what this is about. Like DIY videos, or it's like they show it to you. It's like, oh, 20 minutes. Okay, yeah, you can have this whole bench built. I built like an L-shaped bench and everything, and I was like, it took me a couple days to do it. I honestly expected it to be like super easy, like, oh, go to Home Depot, pick up this wood, come back, just nail it in and be done. No, I'm never doing that again. Showing homes all weekend, that's good, man. That's good business. Hopefully you get a nice client, or somebody puts in an offer. Wishing you the best. You got hired to video an event at a farm. That's dope. Can't decide on the patio stones. I mean, the classic is like the little red brick, right? Or like the little hexagons. So since we are approaching this nice key level, what I will be looking for right now is a nice shift to the downside. If we can get confirmation, I would like to play that. I'll give it some space, give it some time. Let's see if it can bounce off that key level. If we can make a nice push down, that'd be a nice pullback to be in. Corn is nearing 200 EMA on 5 minutes. If I get the alert on it, I'll probably take it long. Just small size. Just get used to it. Yeah, let me know how that goes, Chuck. Definitely interested in all this corn stuff. I want to be on the same page with you. Like, I make money from trading corn or whatever random things are out there. There's wheat as well, right? You corn dealers, you. Some traders laugh at trading corn, and I don't care. There are diaper futures. I would trade those too. Oh man. Yeah, man. As long as you figure out the market and you're making money from it, that's all that matters at the end of the day. Play play life smart. Hello, man. How are you doing? You trade KENZW? Okay. Soon to be toilet paper futures. I mean, yeah, that would have been pretty nice back in March, right? With the whole pandemic and everybody running around to grab toilet paper. I'm like, dude, just grab what you need and you'll be fine because they'll be restocking it. Get some hand sanitizer futures as well. That's a long position from the beginning. Yep, we are hitting that little resistance at that key level, so let's see what happens. Nice little reversal. I would like to get in on that. But again, if I get in on this reversal move, it's going to be for quick scalp just because the overall trend is shifting to the upside. So I want to stick with that overall trend. So just to be on the safe side, it will be like a quick 1 to 2 point scalp, nothing crazy. Dude, Chris, like it happens every time we have like any sort of scare in, the news, right? Like I don't understand why they think, oh, they have to take everything out, be selfish and take everything out. Because like if you just take exactly what you need and you let the other people take exactly what they need, it'll be like normal conditions and you'll always have stuff on the shelf so that when time comes, you will have access to it. But you trying to take everything out of the shelves and buying as much as you can just so that somebody else can't have it, so that you can have everything. It doesn't make sense to me because you can always get more, but hey, some people are just crazy. It's like the same thing every time a hurricane comes, like you will see everyone clear out the whole grocery store. The grocery stores are super happy because they're making a big profit every time they hear a hurricane. Okay, yeah, there is a doomsday preppers, but like that's one thing, but you have to understand they've been prepping for a long time. That's okay. That they can do what they need to do. That's fine. But like the people that just get scared because like some news channel said, "Oh, we're having a virus," so I was like, and they think they have to take every single like item off of the shelf. And then most of the people like they bought a lot of food, and guess what? It all just expired. So they just wasted a shit ton of food. Yeah, man, they really do show their true colors in these situations. That is for sure. Check one thing real quick. Price is getting a little weaker. I like this. Maybe we can catch two nice moves on a Friday. That hasn't happened in a while. Yeah, cases have been going up, guys. Like, be safe out there. Just wear the mask. Like, it protects you. It protects your family. Like, I know everyone wants to protect their family. Like, there's no reason for you not to. And if you have friends that are like always going out or something, now might just be a time to, stay at home, step back from them a little bit. Just be with the ones that you know are, hey, they're safe. They kind of just chill, not do anything crazy. I don't understand the people that are still going out, trying to go out to bars and trying to have a party or throw parties. I'm like, dude, just why are you trying to risk everybody's life? Nice weakness, stepping in. Let's see. Can we make that push down? Confirm. Maybe go for a quick scalp. Apparently Sweden did herd immunity. Okay. Yeah, Mandish, the Delta scalp would be pretty nice, but that's what I'm waiting for as well. I'm just trying to confirm the reversal. That's when I'll get in. Honestly, even now, if we still have like a 2 week like nationwide lockdown, we could stop the cases, like a lot of them. Like I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, I don't want to be stuck at home for 2 weeks." Like, dude, suck it up. It's for life and death. It's really gonna get worse because right now, since it's getting colder on the northeast, right? People are gonna be having to stay inside, and if they have like indoor dining opening up, like even though it's like 25% capacity, that's still gonna affect people. Yeah, that is the thing, Chris. Like it's hard to enforce, yes, but if you just had like say, nurses, doctors, like police officers, like all those like important people, first responders, if they were out just because of safety concerns and, watching over us and helping us out, that's one thing because then you have a limited amount of people out there. But what I'm saying is like try to have everybody just that's not essential stay at home. Like I know it's gonna hurt businesses and everything, but like if you don't do that, you're gonna be hurt in the long run because a lot more people are gonna be affected. Yeah, that's the thing that like annoys me. Like some people have it really good and they're complaining. Like, dude, like you have everything you need in your house. Just relax. I'm not saying like you have to be stuck inside the house. You can go outside for a walk. That's for sure. Like, or at least have like a little bit of like a buddy system, I guess. Like, hey, like you have a best friend. Just that's the one person you're allowed to meet, or like that one family you're allowed to meet. That way, hey, you know, you're still interacting with people, but it's only that one other family for those 2 weeks. That way, if they're clean, they're safe, then you have no issues. No, you can do it in a democracy, but it's the what it comes down to is like people's ability to listen and actually care, right? That's the hardest part. And a lot of people aren't educated either. That's the biggest issue. Yeah, you can't change people's mindsets. That is a big issue. Yeah, the anti-science as well, right? Nice delta bar coming in. The Well, I don't like how that 200 EMA is there, but let's see. I'll let the candle finish. No piled up orders. That's good. Let's see if we can just get a quick point. My only concern was that 200 EMA on the 500 tick chart. It's like bouncing. Let's see if we can just get a quick little fill. Tried to break through just a little bit, right? Let's see. We're in a lower volume node, so I don't see why we have an issue, but I don't want it to be an issue. I don't like the way it's jumping back and forth. Really don't like how it's jumping back and forth. Get that little push. We just need a one tick. Another quick 1 point. I was only trading one contract. We were going against that trend. So 387.50 for the day so far. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. Chill music while you trade. I mean, I used to have like music up all the time when I used to trade, but if I had that with the stream, you guys would probably get annoyed. I think one of the things I do like is like sometimes it depends on the mood. Sometimes it'll be like hip hop R&B stuff, and then sometimes I'll just have like the playlist on Spotify. It's called Epic Film Scores. If I'm like really trying to get some work done or anything like that, like even when I was in school, I used to listen to that. It'd just be like soundtracks, and like I love it. You're listening to the Epic Film Scores, Chuck? I don't see any link. That's why. It didn't show me any link in the chat. That's why I was like confused a little bit. No, man. I don't see a link. That's super weird. You can just post it in the Discord random chat if you want. That's fine. Let me see why you can't post a link on here. Maybe that's part of like the live chat settings, or let me check. Let me see. Click on edit video real quick. Oh, the volume profile, we just put it up to make it like this. Here, I'll double click it right here. You can see all the settings. You want to take a screenshot of the screen or pause the video or do anything like that, right? And then these are the settings for the volume profile that we have pop up on the side. Value error percent is 75. Max bar width is 160. Everything else should be standard. I just don't need these upper lines or lower lines of point and control because I'll be able to tell that just by looking at that. I don't want more lines on my chart. Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, it's a good thing we just went for that quick 1 point scalp, right? Because it's definitely started getting some support there. And again, the reason I took that 1 point scalp was one, we're bouncing off of our key level, confirmed a nice candle to the short side, and we have the delta, 3 confirmations. Yeah, Chuck, I checked the settings for YouTube. I don't know why it doesn't let you post links. It's kind of weird, but it doesn't even have, you know, it doesn't even have me have a setting for me to change or anything for links or anything like that. But yeah, you can always just send it in the Discord. That's always, you know, a nice place. Let's see. We are pushing down a little bit. That's nice. Yikes, we got our first dislike today. And there'll always be that one person that doesn't like it. That's okay. Yeah, man, haters will always hate. That's okay. Let's see what Lou was saying. Ended my longs at 10:30 on YM and ES. Good day. Nice job, man. 10:30 was the optimal time to get out. Right there, 10:30. That's a good position to get out. I don't know why somebody would dislike it. Who knows? Maybe they just don't like it. But I know a lot of you guys do support, and I love that you guys like the videos all the time. They probably went short. I mean, I never say that you have to take my trades or anything, right? I've never once said that. I'm just here to show you how I trade. You can obviously, trade on your own just like plan and everything. Not saying, "Oh, look at this, you follow this alert." No, I'm just saying this is how I trade. You can too if you wanted to. Yikes, now we're getting 3 dislikes? What's happening? That's super interesting. Oh well, I still wish them the best with their trading though. I am not a futures guru in any way, yeah, man. I appreciate that, man, Ditch. I appreciate all of you guys that give me likes every day. You guys know that. I'm super appreciative of everything I get and receive. There's no way in hell I would ever consider myself a guru or anything like that. I'm just sharing the knowledge that I have. I still have a long way to go in my career for sure. There's a lot to learn out there. I never understood that, like why people will keep watching something if they don't like it. If you don't like it, it's not for you. That's okay. Yeah, Chuck, I completely agree, man. Trading is a career that you never stop learning in. Like adjusting to like this whole COVID market was completely different compared to like all the other markets like before, right? Everything was just nice trending and everything, which was super nice, but now everything's changed and you have to learn to adapt to it. So definitely agree with that. Yeah, it does take a lot of time. That's for sure. Price is holding on the 21 EMA. Okay, that's good. Soybeans did well today. Okay. And there he, Lois, you've definitely opened the eyes for like the other futures market for us because we haven't really thought about them before until you started talking about them more. So you said corn, there's wheat, there's soy. Like I know they all existed, but just never really looked into it. But knowing that other people that you see on a daily basis or talk to on a daily basis like says like it's a good market, it's definitely something to check out. Let's check if soy has micros. Soybean. No, I think they might only have like the mini soybeans, not the micros. So when I typed in micros, it's pulling up as mini. Yeah, nice little push. Okay. What's up, Connor? I'm doing well, man. How are you? We still have a gap on the SPY from back in May around 290 that needs to get filled. Okay. I'll definitely keep an eye out on that, Chuck. Thanks for letting me know. Pretty good. Okay, that's good, man. I hope you got more people to tutor. I know I do remember that you were tutoring music and teaching other people, right? I mean, I wish you the best, man. Hopefully you can get some more clients and teach more kids. Nice little sell off. Okay. This could honestly just be a nice pullback. So we might be able to enter for a long position again. So let's just wait for some confirmation. I pronounce my name Jay. Just like just like the letter. Just Jay. My family was originally from India, man. I was not born here. I was born in India, but then I was brought here when I was like super young. Like, so I pretty much grew up here ever since like the first grade or second grade. First or second grade. I forget. But yeah, ever since then I've been living here. I have a few times, but it's been a couple years since I went back. Because most of my family is over here. So it's like that's why. We do have some family still there. So my parents definitely do go more often than me because obviously they grew up with them, they know them a lot better. But for me, it's like I don't really know them. I'm not too close with them. I am, but I'm not, if that makes sense. Yeah, I hope there's a nice boom again, man. Like the economy definitely needs it. You gained 15 pounds when you lived in the Philippines. I mean, that means that you ate a lot of good food then. I mean, ever since COVID started, I've been gaining weight a good amount, and then that's why I'm trying to start cutting again. Started doing like small workouts in the basement, trying to eat healthy again. Kind of sucks, but hey, you got to do it, right? They feed you nonstop. I mean, that's a blessing and a curse. Nah, man, I have some friends that got like really in shape. So I was like, I think that's what's motivating me, just trying to get back to normal. Trying to just lose the weight that I gained in COVID, and I'll be happy. That's kind of dope. He's living in the Philippines for the last 4 years. See, a little bit back to trading again. What I'm essentially looking for at the moment is I would like to see us hold above that high volume node for the day, and then possibly just even touch it with the wick, and then try to turn it around, and I'll possibly look for an entry then. But that's what I'm looking out for at the moment. Is this my full-time job? Yeah, it is. And then I mean, I only trade till 12, and after that I kind of take care of some other stuff, like trying to grow the enhanced trades whole business side of things, as well as doing real estate. So I've been concentrating on that. But it's full time, but at the same time it's like I only trade till 12. So I don't like trading the markets after 12. The volume kind of dies down. The moves aren't really there that I like personally. There are some days that, if I don't get a nice move in the morning, then I know in the afternoon it will pop up. So I will have my eye on it then. But if I catch a nice move in the morning, then I'm not even gonna look at it in the afternoon. Yeah, man, Uber drivers did get hit hard. That is for sure. You can't go out anywhere. Nobody's like, if bars are closed, that's like their prime time at nighttime, where it's like it kind of sucks, but Ubers aren't really like the best situate, like, the best things you should be in, right? Like public places like that. Yeah, if they switch to doing Uber Eats, then they're fine. But some people didn't do that, so that I know they probably got hit hard. LAX got hit hard too. Oh yeah, like I never thought about the airports. That's true. Oh yeah, movie theaters got hit hard, and there's one big one right by our house, and it got shut down. Apparently, they're closing everything, and it's super sad to see. Yeah, Connor, you'll most likely, me personally, like the way I trade, 8 to 12 is the best time. I hop on stream at like 8:30 just because like during 8 to like 9:25, what I do is kind of just look at the hourly charts, the daily charts, see what's happening in the market, get my head in the game, everything, get refreshed, drink my coffee, eat my breakfast, and and then once 9:25 starts, I start the stream up, and then that's when I look for orders. 8 a.m. That's when I look for orders as well, but most times I find it after like 9:30. Just sucky at times overall for going out. Do I mind sharing my weekly goal? I mean, obviously I like to keep all that stuff private, but I don't really mind. With this market, that's the thing with weekly goals, right? I am adaptive to the market and how they're moving, because I know if the market's very slow, I'll have to make my goal reduced a little less and then try to find a different way, or have to increase my contract size. But right now, my goal for this week is around just to get like 2,000. But obviously, this week wasn't that great, and that's 2,000 just for the futures, not stocks or anything. I'm trying to get 2,000 just for this week, for just trading futures. I mean, Mandich is definitely possible, man. Like when I first I started to go for these big accomplishments, and I tried to go everywhere, and that's what really burned me. And then I realized, and I started learning about risk management and everything. It's like start with small goals, start building off. Start learning how to make that $100 every day, or 100 every week, or whatever it is, and then increase it every single time, right? Make Start off with a goal saying simple. It's like, hey, I want to make $50 a day. Make $50 a day for a whole month, and then increase, right? Make it 100 a day next, right? Then go to 150, then 200, and then start growing your account like that. That's a super easy way to make sure, like, hey, I got my profit. Let me sit tight. Let me walk away, and you can do that. Doctor said with less interaction with people, immune system become weaker. Yeah, I mean that can happen. It's like we really can't pick or choose right now, right? The hardest part is walking away, but that's the reason. That's the thing. Like once you, if you're starting out and you set these small daily goals, that's the easiest way to step away from your computer. Learning how to step away from your computer, I think, is one of like the biggest parts of trading, and learning when not to trade is more important than learning when to trade, because like it does make a big impact. Just go for these tiny gains, guys. Like if you want my advice on that, just go for tiny gains first and then slowly start increasing your goal. Don't go for like I want to make 1,000, 2,000, 4,000. Start off just focus on, hey, let me get to $50. Okay, now that I made $50, let me make $100 and just go that way. Because if you're trying to run a mile, you have to take every single step, right? You can't jump right around and be like, "Oh, I'm finished with running a mile." Like you take every step, and the same thing with trading and growing your account, step by step by step. I learned that lesson the hard way. I lost money, and then I was like, okay, let me just get this right. That's the couple of things that helped me, right? It's just journaling my trades, making sure like I make small goals, and then start growing my account. And the more you trade the markets, the more you'll realize that you don't need to be in front of it 24/7. Unless you're a high frequency scalper, then you're stuck in front of that screen. But I personally don't like those methods. That just does not fit my personality. For others, it works perfectly, and that's great for them. But my personality, I like to take a few trades, like keep it to like 3 trades a day with futures, right? And then if I take like stocks, it's always a swing position. I only trade like the 1 hour charts and the daily charts for stocks. And that too, that's why they say like the compounding interest theory is something I love, just because getting that 1% a day, 2% a day will add up in just a little bit of time. You'd scalp 200 micros every day. Yikes. I can't do that. I personally can't do that. You guys have been here for a while. You guys have been seeing me trade. Like I trade 1, 2, 3 trades, and then whenever I took 5 trades, I obviously lost. So this is our entry point before, right? Around that 92. We see a lot of buyers stepping in at 34, 90, 50. Let's see how well they hold. Because last time they did disappear. His goal was 2K a day. Don't understand how people do that and what their strategy is. I mean, people have they all have their own ways, right? They figure something out. And if he's executing on that and bringing in 2K a day, dude, that's congrats to him. So those orders at 34.90 are gone. And again, that is also where we had that high volume node of the day. So this could be potentially a nice setup for a reversal. So let's see what we can get. YSR. I live in the US. Have a nice weekend, Chris. We are starting to reverse a little bit, so I'm hoping we can find a nice move. Let's just wait for some confirmation. Because this would be a nice pullback if we do reverse here, right? Because we are still higher lows, higher highs, nice trend. We caught some support at around that, that high volume node of the day. So that's nice. You're from India, but now in California? Okay. Yeah, I'm on the complete opposite side of you. I'm in New Jersey. Yeah, the forest fires, the wildfires, man, that's kind of sucks that it all started from a gender reveal party. Let's see. Yeah, sure, man. So the platform is Tradeovate, but who I'm trading through is the Top Step program. So I got funded from Top Step, and I'm using their money to trade with. Oh, you're in San Diego, no fire issues, dude. San Diego is beautiful. I love it there. It's one of my favorite cities. I really like the inner city part as well as going to La Jolla. I like that part. Missed too short at top. That's okay, man. There'll always be another move. I think my favorite part of San Diego, the city was very nice. I liked everything about it. And then La Jolla, I like kayaking there in the ocean as well. And then Sunset Cliffs was really nice and peaceful. A lot of Indian community in Gujarati. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm glad you've been there, man. It's glad that you were there. And like Sunset Cliffs, it's really beautiful. I like it. Super peaceful. You can just chill there for a long time. Oh, you're using NinjaTrader 8? Okay. Yeah, NinjaTrader is cool. You're looking for an automation bot? Okay. I mean, I haven't really found anything that's like fully autonomous that works. Maybe there's probably something out there. I personally haven't found it yet, but that would be nice, right? That is one benefit of NinjaTrader, that you do have the ability to automate stuff. As a working professional, you can't sit and trade. I mean, that's why you have to just set up alerts, right? If you're working full time, I would highly suggest that just swing trade. Set up alerts on the 1 hour charts, maybe not for the futures, but like for stocks and everything, you could trade stocks. I do that on the 1 hour charts. That way it doesn't require too much of your time and you can still trade. Potato chip rock? Okay, I never heard of that, but I'll look into it. 3commas.io is pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, let me check. I'm on the 3commas website. I'll check it out. I'll see what it's about, see if it's something I can use or not use. I think it is for crypto, as I can read right now. I don't get into crypto that often. Still a little bit skeptical. Not more skeptical, it's just like I just have to learn about the market more. I just looked up potato chip rock and that's actually kind of cool. I'll definitely put on the list the next time I go there. Do I expect futures to slide at the end of the week? Honestly, man, like I stopped trying to expect everything. I kind of just go with how the market's moving, and I try to make instant judgments of what's happening in the moment. Because if I realize with myself, right, if I start making like long-term judgments of saying, oh, this is only gonna go up, this is only gonna go down, then it's gonna mess me up for these short-term plays that I take. So I kind of just go with whatever's happening in the moment. So right now, I think it's trending as long as it's staying and holding above this high volume node and pushing up. I think we're in good condition to push higher. But if we break through that, that's when I will consider that it can sell off. Oh, that's good for him, Connor. I mean, I'll check it out. I never have any issues checking stuff out. I'll have to validate it for myself. From Mena way out east. I don't know what that means. What's up, man? On average, how profitable are your Discord algo alerts? So right now, the algo alerts, like the win rate is about 80 to 85%. But if you're trading futures and you want only following the alerts, I personally just trade the alerts between 8 to 12, and you can see like the backtesting results and everything for it in the Discord as well. There is it is in, where was it? Where did I put it there? See, 1 second. You go to the channel and then under the algo section, and you can click on algo's backtesting results. You'll be able to see all the data for it. I personally only trade the 8 to 12, and even in that backtesting, I've only recorded that 8 to 12 because I know that's what you guys see me trade. But for stocks, it's always around the clock and 1 hour on the 1 hour time frames. Oh, Romana is a county. Okay. So these, like the algos, like everything was like my ideas and everything, my strategies all combined. And then I started coding it, but then I realized like I wasn't experienced enough to build it out completely. So I did have to hire people and help me build it out. But they pretty much just coded something that I was doing, right? So it was an interesting process. It definitely made my life easier to have everything condensed into a nice simple buy button with profit targets and stop losses placed for me. That way I know exactly where to enter, where to have my stop loss. And I always offer people a free trial for them to test it out. That way they can see for themselves. Yeah, YSR, I was born in Hyderabad. My family does speak Telugu. Let's see. The only thing that I do suggest for all the people that do have the algo and they're trading with it or want to sign up, the one thing you want to watch out for better performance, I always give out the rules as well, the personal preferences and everything that you guys can follow, the rule sets. I provide that as well, but it's mainly whenever price gets choppy and you see high wicks on both sides on the candles in whatever time frame, that's when you want to like try to avoid the alerts for a little bit, just because that would increase your rate of success. Because nobody really makes money in the choppy market, right? There's no way of avoiding it, and that's something I always upfront with people about. Have fun, Enzo. Enjoy your weekend, man. Right now, I'm just waiting for a nice confirmation of a trend shift. Price is still going back and forth here. We might end up just chopping around back here. Who knows? That's why we got to wait it out and see. Delta is rising. I like seeing that for a nice reversal, right? I see an algo alert forming. Nothing's confirmed till candle close, so this might be a perfect example to show you guys. So let's see. I wanted to confirm before I place any orders or anything, right? I'll let the candle close, let it self-confirm, and then we can go from there. The short-term trend on the 500 tick chart is also moving up. I like seeing that. If it can hold above that 200 EMA, that's another good sign. We could get nice delta to push, that would be nice. Let me just check the dome as well, just to make sure we're no floating orders that are, big contracts. I don't like getting in on anything if I'm seeing like, oh, 1,000 orders here or 1,000 orders here piled up, because that means some whales are stepping in and they know something that we don't. So you can use it, the TradingView algo works on everything. So you can use it on any chart. Yeah, you can use it on Nifty or anything. As long as this TradingView can pull up that chart, it'll work on it. Yeah, I know Nifty and Bank Nifty is like very popular. Yeah, it will work on that as well. I personally say if you're trading stocks, trade the higher time frames, like 1 hour, just swing trade them. I found the best results with that. Let's I'm gonna put my order like 1 point above right there. My target will be 506.50. I definitely do want to see more buyers stepping in because sellers are piling up on the dome a little bit, but if we can break through those, I think we could get some nice pressure. But yeah, I can pull up like, do you know the ticker for Nifty? Or let me see, NIFTY, or the Nifty 50, right? That's what you call it. Here, just like the 1 hour chart on the Nifty, NIFTY, that's a ticker, right? You can see all the alerts pop up, and the take profit levels always come on right when the alert's confirmed, and then the next time another alert comes, they take away the old ones and then put the new one in automatically, so your chart doesn't get, too messy. Let me just go back to my ES charts because I do want to watch that right now. We have a lot of sellers. I don't like the fact that price is getting weaker right now. Nice job, Connor. Yeah, definitely YSR. Let's just see. Let's see. Can we get some buyers to step in? Or is this going to be a continuation of this little sell-off? Bouncing off the 200 EMA in the tick chart. Let's see. I don't know what that means. Oh, so if you have a TradeAvate account, then you can link it to your trading view. Right at the bottom, you should see a button that says trading panel. And then on the trading panel, you have a different option of TradeStation, AMP Global, you have TradeAvate, you have all these other brokers that can link up with it. I do consider the VWAP sometimes, but not all the time. I mainly stick with the 200 EMA as my general trend line. But the main thing, the reason I don't have the VWAP up is because I'll just look at the volume nodes here. Yeah, this is getting a little weaker. I'm not liking the way it's moving. I don't like it when things lose momentum. I'm gonna drop it down to break even. Let's just see if we can just climb back right up and then take it out. Because this is not continuing the move that I was expecting. See if we can get some buyers to step in, push it back up, take it out, break even. What is the name of those bars right next to the price, if you can? Thanks. That's just the volume, right? So if you look at the volume profile, here, I'll pull up the settings. So if I just double click on this, it's just a volume profile and I just have the bars up. I just took out pretty much all the lines that you normally get with the volume profile because I don't really need them. I don't use them. But yeah. But if you have TradeAvate, another quick way to get those in a different format is just click histogram and it'll pop it up for you. Might end up getting taken out, fortunately. You're long 2 on the MNQ, okay. I'm just waiting for some buyers to step in because like I don't like the fact that this lost momentum. I like to be in nice, clean momentum trades. We are still bouncing off of that that 200 EMA. We were struggling right there on that 94 on the tick chart. So Vinay, I used the 50K account. I originally did the 30K account and passed it, but then I realized like it wasn't proper for me, and I needed a little bit more because I needed that little bit of drawdown to make the bigger plays. So that's why I had to redo it and do the 50K and got the 50K. I think the 50K is a great place to start at. That was my personal thing. I wasn't looking for too much, but it gave me that right amount of drawdown for me to be like, okay, this is a perfect system for me. Because if you're especially just trying to start out new and then just start trading and then get into it, then definitely the 50K would be better just because you get to trade with 1 to 2 contracts and more. You can go up to 5. Yeah, Warren, I'm trying to see if I can get to break even. This I don't like the fact that it's just jumping back and forth like this. I don't like that. I like clean momentum moves. That's the only reason like I moved it down to break even. I still have hope for it, just a little bit. So let's see. Yikes, yikes. Let's see. Yeah, this one might work against me. Maybe I should have just walked away when I had the chance, right? It's holding, it's holding, it's really trying. We'll just find out right now. Ah, that blows. Yep, and that's when I call it a day and I walk away. So, hope you guys all have a wonderful weekend, guys. I will be back on Monday. Hopefully, we can get more in. This obviously just didn't want to work in our favor. That's okay. We'll find another move. There's always another move. So maybe, honestly, this is what's probably going to happen right now is it's going to drop down to that 200 EMA, that key level that we have down here. Look for that bounce around that 34.81 area, right? 34.81, 34.82. If you're still trading, you can use that as a nice little reference point to see a nice bounce. But yeah, that blows that we took a loss on that, but that's part of trading. When you win some, you lose some. But we're still positive. That's all that matters to me. So, yeah. Have a wonderful weekend, guys. Enjoy it. Get that break, get that rest. Enjoy it with your family. And I'll be back Monday and we can start trading right up again. Peace out.